Hello, baby. Hello, Nancy. Hello there. Hello. I say hello. Hello, friend. Hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends. Hello, operator. The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
The Brink of Sanity, episode 91. Peter's here.
Hello.
It's been a while, Peter.
It has been. I missed last month, but I'm back this month.
How's everything going?
All is well.
Good.
All is well.
We got a bunch of shit today.
Yeah, we're pissed.
We're pissed and drinking, and we actually did some work before the show, so, you know, lots of stuff lined up. The number is 631-676-1181. Give us a call. We're going to be taking calls today. That is the number, right? I'm always scared I'm going to give out my personal number.
The number is 1-900.
All right. Yeah, that is the
Wet
actual
pussy.
number. And, yeah, 631-676-1181 is the number. And when we're not on, you can leave a voicemail. So we can play that on the show, too. We're all high-tech here now. Let's see. We also have a bonus content section on the forums now. So for $5 a month, you can get stuff you cannot get anywhere else. Pretty brilliant, huh?
I show my testicles.
Mm-hmm. There's also, it's not up yet, but I have a hunch on Saturday I will be uploading the New Year's episode we did. So actually, you have been around.
Don't do that. I remember that.
It is pretty drunk.
Anywho.
Hello, you're on the show.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are we talking to?
First-time caller, long-time listener. No, I'm kidding. It's Ann. How are you?
All right, Ann Pielli. Here's we understand you have a beef to pick with Russia.
Oh, this is Ann. I've been on the show, Ann, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So before you
guys mute.
Before you go into that rant, and by the way, it's phenomenal to hear from you and hear Joe Howard laughing in the background, we should probably explain what the show is going to be.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Where basically, this actually came about, I thought of this last night while watching The Millionaire Matchmaker. I just watched
Oh,
it. Please
God.
be quiet that I watched it, but I did. And I had my anger levels boiled over with rage at this woman. I can't even. I'm choking on my rage at this woman.
I don't even know who that is.
Anyhow, that's one of my 5 or 3 or whatever it is. So we decided for this show, things that infuriate you, and if you could have an uninterrupted magical minute or two to balls out rant at these things, organizations, or people, what would it be? And what would you say? And I got a text message from Ann Pielli today who is pissed at Russia. Get in line.
Pissed at Russia. Well, Russia keeps coming up in my work experience. I've had to deal with them before, and now I have to deal with them again. I'm working as an assistant in a department that works internationally. And
P.S. Awesome, you have a job. We're coming to visit you soon. Anyhow, stop. Continue.
I know, you got to come out.
Yeah.
Russia's still a country?
Yeah, I'm gainfully employed. And so anyway, the last time I had to deal with Russia, I got stuck. Don't ask me how I ended up with this job, but I got stuck having to, like, consolidate shipments onto a container, a shipping container. There was, like, calculations and dimensions that I had to use and formulas. And I was dealing with trying to get it over to Russia. And
Kind of like a political game of Tetris, if you will.
That's exactly what it was.
I like the organization of it. Anyhow, go ahead. I like to be organized.
So, you're dealing with a vessel, like an actual real vessel that's going to leave. And the office in Russia would never send this one document on time so that we could actually get the shipment moved. And you know the expression, the ship has sailed? Like, the ship would actually sail, and these fucking people would still not get back to me. It was insane. So now I'm faced with Russia again. I'm working with trying to get these designers who are American citizens to Russia And of course, getting a visa to go into Russia is like so completely fucking insane. And they actually said this on their own, like the Russian consulate actually had this on their own website where they were like, hey, look, you need to fill this out exactly right and do everything exactly right, which is like so confusing and always changing, because getting out of the country might actually be harder than getting in with the visa. In other words, if your visa is fucked up in any way and you're in Russia, you're going to get thrown in jail and they're not going to let you out. And I have a story that's exactly what happened to one of the designers on a previous trip he took to Russia. It is the fucking Wild West out there. It's all about paying people off. It's mafia run. It is, I'm telling you, if you ever have to do business in Russia, you're fucked. You're so fucked. There's a story about one guy, American citizen, there on business for a major American company, right? I don't know why. I have no idea why a policeman wanted to see his papers, like he's in Nazi Germany. And so he shows him his, passport, which is stamped with the visa, but it's missing this one little piece of paper that needs to be adhered to it. Oh, forget it. He went to jail. They put him in prison.
Fuck?
You cannot leave your hotel room at night if you're a tourist. You will be jumped. You will totally be jacked. They get on the subways and stuff there. They don't talk to each other in English because they know that they're going to get robbed. They pretend to read Russian newspapers. Fucking crazy. So now I have to get Russian
heard
visas.
about Russia
It's going to be a nightmare. I'm sorry? Beg your pardon.
I actually have. I do a lot of scuba diving, and I was scuba diving in, I think it was Thailand, on this boat, and all of a sudden these people coming on. They're like, "Oh, we got a bunch of people meeting on the liveaboard today," and someone goes, "Oh, they're actually Russian," and I was like, "Wah wah." All the dive instructors were like, "Fuck, what Russians? God damn it!" and I went, "Well, that seems a bit off. Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're fine, and we don't know. I mean, I don't know, whatever." So I kind of was like, "All right, that's weird. Everyone hates Russians. Fine." The fucking Russians show up on the boat. I'm by myself, so I get paired as a dive buddy with a Russian who goes down into the water. This is a true story. We're diving down about 100 feet down. There's a fish which I recognize as a scorpion fish, which is very poisonous and will kill you. The Russian is trying to take a picture of this fish. The fish doesn't move, so this particular Russian punches the fucking fish. And it comes darting right at me. I'm choking on my own rage. I'm like, I can't speak. I can't yell. I can't get justice underwater. So I'm sitting there, I'm tapping the dive instructor like, this fucker just fucking punched a fish. Who punches a fish? I don't even punch people. A Russian punches a fish. So we got up. We go.
That's pretty badass.
We get. Yeah, I was a little jealous, but we get up to the top. We surface, and I went to the dive instructor. I was like, dude, this guy punched a fish, and it was a scorpion fish. And he's like, well, because at that point they're like, they're already here. The Russians have landed. We're working for tips. So yes, you know what? The one group of Russians I met sucked, and they also got in the way when everybody was getting out of the boat. They were standing there where everyone got back on the boat taking photos of their unattractive daughter. So I have a Russian story to match. Don't get... FPL and Joe Howard, how are you doing out there in Seattle? Come back here and do a show.
I know. As soon as I turned it on, I'm like, oh, I want to be there. That was so much fucking fun. I'm so glad I caught you guys one time. I actually got out of work a little bit early. And, things are good. You know, the sun came out for the last 2 days in a row, and it's super warm. Like, I was outside without a jacket on. But prior to that, it was really warm, but it was, rainy. And, generally I go to work in the dark, and I come home in the dark. And that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's never fun.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm angry enough to rant about that, but I'll go back to the Russians if you want me to.
Let's just do an entire hour on hating Russians.
I got it out of my system. You know, that's actually been held in for a while, so I'm actually kind of glad I was pushed to get that out.
That's what this is all about. That's a ridiculous story.
Who punches a fish in the face?
I mean, who does that? It's such an asshole move.
It was like the fucking Jersey Shore, man. Yes, I made a reference to the Jersey Shore. Fine, I've watched it. Come on. Shut up, they're interesting.
Let's be honest. Everybody's watched it.
I just like to see people get punched, I guess.
It's a 20-minute car
Oh,
wreck.
bye, Joe. Bye, honey. Sorry. Joe's going to band practice. He says goodbye.
Where's he going, band camp?
Band camp. Joe's going to band camp.
That's Ann and Joe from our epic episode 74. I made a guest host page for both of you guys on the website.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So now we got to add to it because it just says 74, and that's lonely.
And your headshot is on there. FYI.
My go-to. Easy. Like, I have makeup on in that picture. I'll send that one. That was so much fun. We were so drunk.
Yeah,
we're wasted.
Seems to be a running theme with this show.
Yeah, it's the Thursday night beer-a-thon.
I know. I see you guys drinking. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, we did a couple weekend shows, and it gets real messy because the show gets pretty sloppy during the week. The Saturday shows.
I like the story that you blacked out on one show. That's kind of good.
Yeah, there's one show called Kazoozles, and I have no idea what happened on that show. I remember the first 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, what was it called?
Kazoozles. It's a candy you could get at 7-Eleven. Apparently, we did a 20-minute segment on how delicious Kazoozles are.
What's this dead hooker doing under my bed?
Dead
podcast 43, dead hooker.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I strangled her and she bled out. My bad.
Episode 49 is In Search for an Alibi.
Who hasn't seen this show or Googled it?
That's so good. Oh my god. Well, it's good to see you guys. I feel like I should get off the line though, because I don't want to just be here like dead weight. I gave my rant. I feel like it's time to hear your guys' rants.
All right.
Well, we got plenty of ranting. Thanks for calling.
Stay on and jump some stuff into the chat room.
I know. Yeah, I will. All right, guys.
All right, PLE.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. That was Ann from episode 74. That was a good one.
That was a good one. I don't think I've ever been so adamant about talking about people sitting on cakes.
Yeah, I don't either. I
bought it. I was like, you know what?
I was very angry about the icing situation. It was a waste of icing, and just couldn't get over it.
Okay. Rant 1. If anybody's listening and has something that's pissing them off.
631-676-1181. One of these days I'm going to give out. I always mix it up with my girlfriend's phone number. I'm going to do it one of these days.
Someone's going to call her during the week. I am so fucking pissed off about it.
I listened to another show and they did that, and the guy got it. It was a popular show, so the guy got 100 text messages the next day. Not too happy, but
all right.
I don't have that following, so that's all right.
What do you want to? I have a couple things that I'm bubbling over about. Why don't you?
Okay, well, when you told me about this idea, I thought it was more if you can not just yell at the person for a couple minutes. I thought it was more if you can almost interrogate them.
Yeah, anything goes. That's actually how I originally saw it happening. Mm-hmm. Because I remember again watching The Millionaire Matchmaker going.
No, wait. Explain who that is. I have no idea who that is.
Okay, here I'm going to start. I'm going to get very.
This sounds like it's going to turn right into rant 1.
Okay. So. Deep breath. This is a woman. And I use the term loosely and lightly, and I've watched 12 episodes for whatever reason, anyhow, because I love to hate, but who her sole purpose is she creates a show where she brings 50 to 100 bimbos together to potentially date a millionaire.
So it's Joe Millionaire, but
right, and that's actually supposed to, right, it's sort of. So there's two different millionaires who are up against these 50 women, and she uses her prowess and her intellect and her abilities to hand select, choose, and sort of sculpt this relationship because people can't find love, and she's there to do it. So...
does she pick one girl and see if she can hedge the odds and have the guy pick that one girl? Or
she does skew that way. She has basically what she'll do is she'll have one person that she will suggest they go out with, and then one person that the person wants to go out with. And she'll...
Oh, there's only 2 people?
Well, there's a bunch, but then it boils down. You only get to go on one date.
Okay.
The millionaire chooses one date. So this woman, the point is, this woman is... The show starts off, by the way, it's not a career. Sorry. I went to college.
Yeah. I can probably bullshit my way through a few episodes of that.
I can pretend to know you and then say, oh, you want, you know what?
Say you like blowjobs.
Right. Okay, fantastic. Then.
Wear the low-cut top.
And that's what she does. She changes, you know what? I can't even, all right.
You're getting a little too worked up.
I fucking hate her so much. Can I say cunt on this show?
I think you can, yeah. I think
I have. She basically brings these people into the mix. She has all these women. She's a mean-spirited, bitter woman who is ugly as the day is long.
Of course.
She's completely unattractive. She's in her late 40s and single, although apparently she just got engaged. And she's the one telling everyone else in Los Angeles, which sucks anyhow, how to date and how to be there. So... she picks these women. She changes them all around to kind of create what she does. She picks women from different states. So there'll be a woman from Vermont, and the show is filmed in L.A. And then after the first date, she will suggest that they talk about, marriage or moving in or whatnot. And I'm going to actually digress to the next one because I'm so irritated at this woman. I can't even get into it. And it's kind of the thing where I need someone to have my back because I don't know the show incredibly well. And I feel like you have to see it.
Yeah,
all right, you know what? Here she is.
I'm a little...
She's wrong. She says she has a 99% success rate on every show. I've seen the show 12 times. I have never seen it go beyond one date. There she is.
I'm still barely understanding. This seems like a very complicated. She's pretty gross. She looks kind of like China, that wrestler.
Wow, you're right. She basically has nice breasts, decent legs, and then she's got a barrel for a body, and she's got a butterface beyond reproach.
Well, she's got that butchy round chin that female wrestler that looked like a man.
China, you're right. She looks exactly like China the wrestler.
Do you know China made a porno?
Keep talking.
Do you know I may have clicked on the link? Do you know I regretted it the second I clicked on it, yet left it on for about 5 minutes?
I do know that she spells her name with a Y.
I wanted to know if she had,
dick.
Yeah, exactly. She, in case anybody's wondering, she didn't have a dick, but her woman part was very large. It almost looked like a mini dick.
Yeah.
Looked like a little pinky there. Not good. Not something you really want to... That's when I turned it off.
Yeah, you know what? And she's probably about 15 feet tall. I would guess she's got about $180 on her.
Yeah, and she's got that deep voice. Look at this. Look what I got here. Oh,
I don't like to be picked up and thrown by somebody.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a pretty scene. What were we talking about? Oh, I was going to do my rant, right?
Yeah, do your rant. Mine was a mini sort of... You caught me off guard. I've got other things I'm pissed about. I just sort of don't like her, but I'm going to come back stronger with the next one.
You didn't even rant about her. You just said you hated her.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to say. I would sort of need... It worked better when I was talking with Randy about it last night because she watches the show. We're like, yeah, I hate when she does that. And yeah, I don't like that either.
You just walk into the room and just choke her for 5 minutes?
Yeah. God, you should know why you suck so severely. I don't even have to have this conversation.
Just silently choke her for 5 minutes and be like...
Drink this poison.
Good talk.
Hope you understand where I'm coming from and agree fully.
Just stop it. My first one would be Dick Cheney. So right. I think I would... First, this is where I was kind of having trouble with this because I would want to ask him a bunch of questions, but I feel like all the answers I get will be bullshit anyway. So I feel like I would need like a professional like torturer in the room or something, like a lie detector, something, because I feel like whatever I asked him, he would just bullshit me.
Let's
anyway.
go with that. I mean, because no rules.
Okay, so let's say I just had somebody there to ensure that he tells the truth. Bamboo shoots under the nails or whatever. First, I would want to know if he was really running the country instead of Bush.
I think so, yeah. I'm in awe of the man. He's like, how the fuck do you get that much power?
Right. I would want to know how he, is against things like gay marriage, but he's okay with shooting quails in the face along with his friends. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd start off kind of calm and I'd ask these questions civilly, and then I would be like flipping out angry within 5 minutes of it. And,
yeah. Actually, gay marriage was one of my other ones.
I couldn't decide if I wanted him or Palin, because Palin, I have a lot more issues. The fact that she thinks
Palin was a puppet,
right?
There's nothing really that she can say that's beyond what we already know.
But I just wanted the logic of like, does she really think that dinosaurs were here 2,000 years ago? Or
that's leading, yeah.
Shit like that I wanted to know about, but I figured Cheney had more like inside scoop, like did this country really stage 9/11? And watch In Plain Sight, by the way. It's
oh yeah, I saw that. That is good.
So I want to know if the shit in that movie is true, and he knows. So
I remember I was listening to NPR, which is actually, I have two conflicting things that piss me off. One is NPR, and one is something that I was listening to on NPR. Well, I've listened to NPR, and I haven't listened to it for 2 months, but a couple months ago, with the whole Maine and various states with the gay marriage thing, that was actually... I would like to sit down and talk to a priest who has molested a child who is adamantly against gay marriage. Because that actually came out, and we're not talking like the Exorcist fringe priest. This is Angels and Demons high, bishop type, like, or just in general. Like, how are you against gay marriage? I get it. We're all in New York. We're all liberal, and we all are open-minded and whatnot. Great, I get it. I get it, but you don't have to have a threesome with the person. You just have to acknowledge it. You don't have to. It's not like you have to jump in and be a woman who sleeps with two women, or someone who jumps in and is involved with two men. You
don't have to fuck the
You don't have to have sex with anyone, or even do anything at all. You just have to be like, okay, that's fine. Like, oh well, you know what? It's gonna ruin the sanctity of marriage. Like, well,
is marriage really? Half the people cheat, half the other half get divorced. It's like, it's not really sanctimonious anymore, anyway.
And are really people sitting there going, well, you know what? I met you and we fell in love and everything was fantastic, but now that marriage on paper really isn't what it was supposed to be, I don't see you the same way. Marriage has been cheated, and everything we've been through together really doesn't quite count as much because of what marriage is now.
I got a solution. Why don't we have marriage for gay people, but then the straight people get like marriage with a gold star?
I say,
you got the special cool person marriage that's not ruined by the other people getting married.
Whoever's responsible for gay marriage, or to pushing it, is frankly a fucking idiot. Call it like freedom connections. The thing would have been passed immediately.
Yeah,
it's all terminology.
Yeah,
people are fucking idiots. They just want to read a headline and know what to do. They don't want to think about it,
But just have
freedom connections. Done the next day. Oh, I like freedom. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
done.
Yeah, anti-terrorist unions, or it's
right. 9/11 connections. Done.
Just don't have it associated with religion, and there's really no reason after that.
Yeah, the hardcore religion, like gay, like all that whole thing, the hardcore religious types are really skeeving me out lately. They are, and I'm a little bit late on this because I should have jumped on that bandwagon, the whole George Bush thing, because that was when it was...
They're coming out more now, though.
They kind of are.
Two guys, the Union Square subway station, they're both like probably in their 50s. There's a white guy and a black guy, and they both wear hoodies that say like... They each have two different ones, and they rotate. One of them says, like, believe in Jesus or burn in hell or repent your sins or you're going to... They all basically have to do with that you're going to hell. And it's like, there's one thing trying to spread your religion. There's another thing just telling you you're an asshole and that your soul
Without even
is
knowing
ruined.
you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, maybe you're going to hell for putting everyone in a bad mood.
Right. Or maybe actually Buddhism is the way to go, and you've been barking up the wrong tree, sir, because you're going to hell now. Because you don't believe in that.
Yeah, exactly. You get up to heaven and Jesus is wearing a yarmulke. You're like, oh, shit.
Fucked. Why, I should have saw that one coming. Anyone successful is, in fact, Jewish, so...
Yeah. Oh, I read this story today. There's a guy who was on a plane and he was putting prayer boxes on himself. Apparently, this is
as you do
a Jewish ritual for some people. He was doing it while the plane was in the air, and people freaked out, and they had to ground the plane to see what happened. Now, this is what I think is...
as opposed to opening the box.
Well, this is what's wrong with this country, because nobody talks to each other anymore. If the guy sitting next to him said, "Hey, dude, is that a bomb or is that something else?" And he said, "No, this is actually a prayer thing. It's for good luck." End of story. You don't have to ground the plane. You know, people don't talk to each other anymore. So somebody from like 8 rows back whispered to the flight attendant and said, "That guy's got boxes on him." The flight attendant freaked out, ran up to the pilot and said, "You got to land the plane because there's a bomb." That's probably exactly what happened. Instead of just going...
freedom passenger.
Yeah, instead of just going, "Hey, dude, what's that?"
What's in the box?
Yeah, what are you doing? What's that over there? You know?
Actually, that brings me up to my other pet peeve. You're throwing me breadcrumbs here, and I'm taking them. It's sort of roundabout, and it takes a while, Dakota was saying, and I've now been drinking, so I might actually, in the middle of it, just sort of leave it hanging. But
that's fine. We can always take a refill break, too.
As far as people not talking to each other or not connecting on levels, sort of Facebook was, and I'm hogging all the angry.
I know, like, my conversations start off like civilly, and then I get angry. But yeah, that's fine. You could just run in and scream.
I'll run in.
That's an option.
I'll kind of throw my third out, and then you gotta get angry as well. 'Cause I feel like I'm hogging the angry, but this actually doesn't really anger me. It just more interests me.
Okay.
And this is timely. Everyone has an opinion or not, and it's probably a cliche thing to even bring up, but like Facebook and posts and whatnot. I'm one of those people who I'm not on it very often at all. I have a Facebook account, and I check it probably once a month. So I was on it today, and I'm flipping through it, and I'm like, okay, blah, 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 that, fine. And this isn't angry, this is just curious. I'm mildly interested in the people that post momentarily about what is going on and what their life is all about and why it is they do that. Like, I don't post anything because I have people who I'm Facebook friends with who I was roommates with who I don't speak to anymore. Not bad, just it was college, a billion years ago.
Right.
Or people that I might have dated, or people who... I have someone who survived cancer that I haven't spoken to since before I even knew they had it. So I don't want my only interaction with these people that meant a lot to me and nothing now, or am not, who I don't speak to as much anymore or at all. Mm-hmm. I don't want the only thing I say to them to be that I made soup for lunch, yum. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't need to know every moment of your life. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. But I'm curious why the people that post, I had, like Sue Granger had soup for lunch, yum. Look, where is that coming from? Is that narcissistic? Is that a need to reach out? Is that a self-consciousness? Is that a loneliness? Do you not have anyone to connect to? Do you need attention? Do you live in the suburbs and there's nothing going on in your life and you are looking for that reassurance? Are you self-conscious? Like, what is it? I don't know.
Actually had to delete a friend the other day because of that shit. It was too much. It was literally like I'd have to scroll through 10 to 12 meaningless things a day. Like, I just woke up and now I'm putting on my pants and now I'm eating breakfast and now I'm done with breakfast and now I farted and now I'm brushing my teeth. And I'm like, delete.
But what is it in that person that causes them to announce to everyone that I don't like to reply all on emails? Because I'm like, you know what? These people don't need to know that I'm going to go to that party or that I'm doing that. I don't want to bother them. But yet these people on Facebook make public announcements about what they've had for lunch every fucking day.
Do you have a chronic photo uploader?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
a couple.
I have one or two of those where it's like every day it's the phone in the mirror shot every single day, and they're all
themselves.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. People just abuse whatever system's out there. People are going to abuse it.
I don't even think it's abusing as much as some sort of a need that I don't quite understand. And what I also don't like is the people who have children. I like children, I guess, in theory, I'm sure, but who post or talk about their children every fucking post. Mm-hmm. Who talk about, and their photo is, all right, I don't have kids, so I don't know it, but every post, every photo, everything is, like, my child
you know what?
dropped a napkin today and it likes popsicles. Terrific. Who are you?
Your kid's story only amuses you. If you
True.
If you weren't there, we don't give a shit. It really, like, so your kid fucking shit his pants and then fell on its face. I don't care.
That's
all right,
okay.
if you film that would be funny.
That's all right.
That was actually a good one. No, it's usually like, my son tied his shoe today. So fucking what?
I'm wondering.
As a parent, that's cool. That's fine. Like, it's exciting for you, but nobody else cares.
Know
so
the limits.
Share that. Yeah.
You parents out there, know your limits. Know that we don't want to. People who don't have kids, particularly girls more than guys, and I like kids, people don't want to hear about it, particularly your friends that don't have kids, particularly possibly girls who possibly might want them, everything about your child. Mm-hmm. Because they don't have a child. And I know, and I've witnessed this, I've seen this, I'm an observant person, I like to think. You go into coffee shops, and there'll be the girl with a stroller and her two friends. And you know who's getting all the attention? And who's dominating the conversation? The chick with the stroller.
Yep.
Because she is sort of now, it's like, I don't know, she has that new sweater from high school.
Yeah. And the thing is, with the stupid updates, those are the ones that get the most comments, too.
Yeah, we're just reading one now. Wow.
Yeah, those are the ones that get the most comments. That's the thing. You could just put, like, I don't feel like standing up today, and you'll have like 30 comments, but you'll put something funny and like.
I want to write something like I have crabs, and just see where it goes. I want my one post. I've never posted anything. I want my one post to be I have crabs, and they're not getting any better. And then just see, like, like Jay likes this.
I have crabs, and they're lurking,
and they're ready to pounce.
They're looking at me funny.
All right, so you know what? I feel like I'm hating. All right,
the hating is fine. I mean, there's a lot to hate out there. It's not our fault. I actually have two pretty good rants. I would like to have more drink next to me, though.
You know what? And I have to pee. Maybe we should put this on hiatus for a second.
Yes,
Does that work that way? Can we do that?
We will play 2 songs, and then we'll be back with the rest of our rants, which I'm thinking it's.
Is there any angry songs?
Yeah, I got plenty of. I'll play my angriest song in my whole library, and then we'll be back.
Is it by Anal Cunt? That's actually a band.
I know. All right, we're back. How's that for a smooth transition? Where were we? We were about ranting about something.
Ranting. I I think you were ready to kind of go off on what pissed you off.
People are now spreading around the link to China's vagina, which I don't know why people want to see.
Heaven, let's see it.
Here's, all right. It's not good.
Well, that's... I hardly doubt that's her vagina.
No, I saw the video. It is. Well, it's not good.
All right. Wow.
Yeah. That totally derailed me. I don't even remember what my rant was.
Where am I?
Oh, yeah. My rant was and for people who haven't heard of that video, it's with Eddie Guerrero, I think, another wrestler.
She did it with another wrestler.
Yeah.
Good for her. You know what? Keep it in the family.
SummerSlam. Boom. My rant was... Oh, yeah, for anybody who just tuned in, we're doing... If you can have a couple minutes in a room with somebody or an organization and you can basically say whatever you want to them, we're also adding the aspect that you can have an enforcer there to make sure they're telling the truth. So who would it be and what would you say?
Yeah.
So the person I would want to get into a room is the person who calls up the network of a TV station, radio station, any organization to complain about what they just saw when they could just as easily have stopped complaining. So, Example, Janet Jackson during the Super Bowl. They got thousands and thousands of complaints because there was a 2-second nipple thing. And who the fuck cares? We're a nation of prudes, and it really bothers me that you can show like bloody messes on the TV, and if a boob... First of all, it was a gross boob, and nobody wanted to see it anyway. Maybe that's why they were complaining. But
I think it goes back to the fundamental religious Christians who got my goat earlier. But
it's like European TV. Like, it's fine to show that stuff. And now, like, they can't show cheerleaders on TV for more than 5 seconds. I don't know if you noticed that. Count to 5 slowly when a cheerleader comes on during a football game, off the screen. If they're on longer than that, there's a big logo over their entire body. And it's just bullshit that, like, people are that uptight that bothers them that much. Yet, you could show that lady whose face got eaten by a fucking monkey. Did you see that?
Oh, that woman.
Did you see that?
God bless her. I love how people have random things that they feel bad about.
That's allowed on TV? Did you see that?
I would like to see it. Can we see that face?
Yes. I'll keep talking while we do that. But it was the grossest thing I've ever seen on TV.
I noticed that you typed in lady in the search engine. The very first thing was... actually, can you type lady again? That was hilarious.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga dick slap.
Well, apparently Lady Gaga admitted she has both parts now. But
good for her. That should help her ratings.
Yeah. But it's just... and then the other thing, like, there's a video game that has, like, a sex scene in it, which really doesn't show anything. It's really, like, very mild. But people were up in arms about it because it's a sex scene. You have to be 18 or older to buy the game anyway. So who cares if you see, like, full frontal nudity in it? Like, there's an age limit. And, people's excuses are, we can't watch our kids at all times. It's like,
Are you going to do that when they're 19? I mean, come on.
Yeah. It's, first of all, they'll have the rating system on TV. So if something was on TV, you could just set the TV to that. I think every TV has that now. And, as far as the video games go, just don't fucking buy the ones that are,
there's the chick she's got no face. She's got no face.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about this.
I heard about it, but I never saw her face or lack of.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That monkey went to town.
She looks like she was in that bar scene in the Star Wars.
Yeah, she does look like... I know exactly what alien you're speaking of. Rocky Dennis would be like, yeah, I don't think so. I think I'll hold out for better.
Yeah,
maybe go after, maybe volunteer at another blind camp. Good for you, Rock.
I don't know why it's so hard to find a shot at that now, but
yeah, you know what? Wow.
Yeah, she wasn't horrible looking before that.
Oh,
either.
that's what she looked like before? There's actually a photo with her hanging out with the monkey?
No, her neighbor had a monkey, and she went over to visit. And
a monkey as a pet.
She put the monkey on, like, antidepressants or some shit, and the monkey, like, freaked the fuck out.
Oh, my God. Wow, why did her nose get so big?
I don't know. But anyway, here's the link. I'm putting it in the chat room for anybody. This is worse.
Fucked.
This is worse than China's vagina. This is worse than China's vagina.
Is it? Imagine her blowing China's vagina.
If she had China's vagina, that would probably be the grossest human being possible.
I want to see that play out, I think. I don't know. I forget what I want, but maybe it's that.
Yeah, that's no good.
Be interesting.
All right. On a lighter note, Amy Fisher's back.
Yes, she is.
And she is here to help Haiti. So, good news. Good news, people of Haiti. Amy Fisher is here for you.
She is stripping for cash, and her tips will go to Haiti and show matches. So that should be, a good $15?
Yeah, 15 to 20.
You factor in the FedEx charge to ship it over there, you're looking at a wash.
Because everyone wants to see.
Just make sense?
Everyone wants to see fake 40-year-old boobs that weren't even good when they were 20. That's what everyone wants to see.
It's so funny. It's an homage to my industry. She, in one photo, looks attractive. In one photo, she looks like the chick whose face got ripped off by a monkey.
Gee, guess which one is
not attractive there.
Guess which one is the photoshopped one?
Wow, yeah. Wow,
she is not looking good. I don't know if she is
fucking 37 going on 180.
I'm putting that link in the chat too.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Yeah, she does not look good.
You know what? She's one of those fucking, now and then there's a girl who graduates from college and then she puts her resume together. It's like bang.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'll reference a Jersey Shore.
You're not going to believe this.
23 going on 56.
You're not going to believe this. 36.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She looks about 45.
Yeah.
That is not good at 36.
She's got I don't know a ton about makeup, but she's got blush on her forehead.
Do you think she's okay for 36? That's not. In the chat it said, I think she looks good for an older lady, and then I said 36. She goes, oh, wait. I thought she was 45. Yeah, exactly.
She looks great for a 130-year-old.
Yeah, she looks all right for, 50-something, but 36, no.
You know what, though? She went from 18 to Yoda.
Yeah, over the...
What are you going to do?
A little over a decade. Not good. Anyway, she's going to be at a dive bar, and she's going to be stripping her fake. There's nothing better than fake wrinkled breasts on a 36-year-old, but it's for Haiti, so it's all right. Is anybody?
Has that happened yet or no?
No, that's happening soon. So, is anybody else getting a little sick of the whole Haiti thing?
I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I'm on the fence. I go and I'll support you or not.
I'm just...
I think I will, though.
I'm just sick of all this,
Professional barfly, says MPL. Yes, she does.
She does. Well, I don't know. Something happened in Haiti, and there's a bunch of rubble and shit. I don't know. I didn't get all the details.
Yeah, wasn't there something
there hasn't been enough
something about Fidel Castro, or I don't know, somebody... I forget. I don't pay attention to things.
All right. Before anybody gets all worked up, I'm not saying it's wrong to donate money to Haiti. I'm just saying that it was,
I don't know if I'm not saying that yet.
It was a shithole 2 weeks ago, and nobody gave a shit about them. Now it's a little bit more of a shithole, and now it's suddenly the focus of everyone on the planet. I'm just saying that if it was a shithole to begin with, you could have helped it before all this stuff happened. But now, since an earthquake happened, suddenly everyone from Haiti's awesome, and, there's not everyone there is a criminal, and, it's just... The
thing, too, is what I think is all these people, anytime someone gets indigestion in a third world country, every fucking moron celebrity just jumps in and does some sort of a We Are the World fuck. Terrific. And you know what? I can't really say a bad thing about it because what am I doing? I'm sitting here making fun of the Relief Fund, but the point is this. And hold on, I'm getting there. It was an earthquake, okay? An earthquake hit, and that is a devastation, of course. But, yes, whoever said that is kind of correct. What about countries that have just natural, ruthless dictators, and an earthquake doesn't hit, but their infrastructure is so fucked that it's more long-term than that? And what about things that are happening in this country at this point? You know what? I get it. It's basically the liberal NPR topic du jour, and everybody's going to sort of get behind it, like, and be involved in some sort of a charity fundraiser about it because George fucking Clooney is doing it. I haven't seen the movie, but apparently it's... Actually, no, it isn't. But you know what? It's just sort of celebrities run what is happening. It's great because it's fine and it's good. And it's better than what I'm doing, which is nothing, and just making fun of it from a distance. I don't even know what my point is, but go. It's your rant. It's not my rant. But you know what? There's a lot of places that suck in this fucking country.
That's what I'm saying. We're using all this money where I can go 3 blocks from my apartment and find a fucking rundown crack den with, people living in it. And that could be fixed. I'm just saying, the subway system that...
Go to the south. Go to the southwest a little bit. I don't know. There's people fucking starving to death every day. We walk by them every day. You know what? Terrific, but I don't know.
Hello, you're on the show.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
How you doing?
Hey, what up?
This is John?
Yeah, this is John from Random Ass Radio.
John from Random Ass Radio.
Wicked.
I was listening to John's show last week, and he cracked me up because he said if Haiti was so great, it would be called Likey, not Haiti.
Yes, they would have. And they also called it Haiti because shitty was already taken by so many other things.
So you got some 2 cents to put in?
No, I just I wanted to call in because I really have and as I went into last week, I have a real problem with everybody dumping all of their money into a country that everybody has tried to surf out of on a car hood.
It's true. It's true. I think some things are just, better left to run its course.
It is the dark half of the Dominican Republic.
And
exactly.
The good half isn't
I
great.
The dark half. I know people from the Dominican Republic, and they don't even fucking go there.
No, they don't. Well, there's no decent baseball diamonds in Haiti.
What?
And the other thing is, I also I do believe it would have been a much better thing if it had been a tsunami that had washed through Haiti, because at least they all would have ended up in Florida where they wanted to be to begin with.
That is true, but you know what? Did you hear they are importing them all now? They set up they set up a camp of like 18,000 of them or something, and they're letting them stay in Florida now.
Right. But when before it was, we don't want the Haitians here. Stay in your country, take care of your shit. But now that CNN has and every other major media channel
and George Clooney, most importantly,
yeah.
And Justin
now, don't you can stay here because we'd look like dicks if we told you no.
Yeah, that's true. Once everyone, once George Clooney gets into it, then it's suddenly a,
clusterfuck of NPR people jumping down the block to sort of get on the cause that they don't have to think anymore. They don't have to think what's the right thing to do, what is the right charity, what will work. They just basically have somebody force feeding them like a fucking bird shoving a worm down someone's throat. This is what you care about now. And again, I'll say it's good because I'm not doing anything, but there are more fucking devastating things happening. It's not immediate. There's not things happening that are immediate, but there are people dying every fucking day in our domain, in countries that actually have more of a close political tie to America. I don't know. You know what? Congratulations, but it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be plastered on the front page next to whatever the fuck Jennifer Aniston is doing or not doing with Brad Pitt. It just sort of it belittles it. Great that the money's going there, but let's treat it a different way.
I agree. I think it's a travesty that there are people in their late 80s and well into their 90s right now that are dying every day, and nobody's addressing that.
Right.
Nobody, Sally Struthers and George Clooney and, I would say Lucille Ball, but, she died of being old like that. No, they're not all getting on and raising money in a telethon right now for people who are dying of death.
Mm-hmm. Right. My point is that it's not a bad thing that all this stuff is happening with Haiti. It's that 2 weeks ago, none of this shit was happening for other things that matter.
It's kind of like when a celebrity dies. A celebrity will die, and nobody will sort of care or not care. But then a celebrity will die, and everybody will play hopscotch over themselves to say what a genius they were, and what a hero they were. As soon as somebody dies, they're a fucking hero. And you know what? It's insulting. It's insulting to the family. It's insulting to them. If I were a celebrity and I died, and Chrissy McNichol called me a hero, you know what? I'd be glad to be dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be pretty stoked if Chrissy McNichol said something about me. That's kind of,
Well, from a cult angle, you would be. From a cult angle. This is your
I'll
life,
tell you,
though.
Some of my earliest masturbation fantasies were from the show Family.
Chrissy McNichol.
Oh, sorry. Did I go a little too obscure with that?
No, I was in the middle of a drink of
rum.
rum.
Following, IMBD it. That was her first show.
First show, Family. I don't know that one. Was that before Bad News Bears? Or is it, no, that's someone else? I don't know. Chrissy McNichol
that was
is
Dave O'Neill that was in Bad News Bears, man. Yeah. Oh, and who, by the way, much hotter than Chrissy McNichol. And the two of them were together in what late 70s, early 80s movie, Foxes or something like that.
I know that one, yeah.
Little Darlings, there you go.
Little Darlings, and there is a movie called Foxes, actually. I don't know who's in it, but I just like to rant about things I don't know anything about. And
I would join the club. I do as well, man. One of my next to last, you're one of my favorite co-hosts, by the way, sir. Just wanted to throw that out there.
What was that?
The fellow sitting next to you there, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite co-hosts next to last, only because he does not affect a strange accent when he gets drunk like Les does. For some reason, Les, when he gets very drunk, to me, sounds like somebody doing a bad impersonation of Al Pacino and Scarface.
Well, thank you. My face is red. Thank you.
But he can, as he said, he can go off on the rant and then just have to stop because he forgot where he was going, which I do all the time.
Yeah, I do that. I kind of get heated, and then I try to do this giant roundabout point, and then I forget sort of the pinnacle.
It's really hard to have a rant, drink a lot, read what's going on in the chat room, and whatnot. There's just a lot going on. It's tough. What's going on?
People don't know what we have to go through, man.
Exactly.
They really don't.
I'm
they don't
checking.
Understand the blood, sweat, and tears that we pour into every show. They think we just turn a microphone on and sip a drink, and it's all done and funny. But no, this is weeks of preparation. This is like the Olympics, really, except it's a little more work.
Yeah, if you knew how much time we put into this, you would probably feel really sad for us. That's all we have to say.
Yeah, that's true. It's pathetic because we put a lot of preparation into something that really,
that sounds like we put no preparation into it.
Yeah,
and then there's all the uploading and all that bullshit afterwards, which is just another mess.
I'm trying to figure out an RSS feed.
I walk up before that happens, and or stumble.
Don't start on that. Yuck. But yeah, to get back to the subject and the reason I called in, I guess to completely, if I could just put it into 2 words and everything, how I feel about the entire subject. Fuck Haiti. Fuck Haiti. It was a shithole. Mm-hmm. It was a big muddy shithole, and God decided to stir it up a little bit more. It happens. Mm-hmm. How about we all get together on Twitter and stuff for a couple weeks and take that money we raise and build some houses for the homeless, or throw that into our fucking national educational system or something like that, instead of throwing it at a problem that's still going to be a problem even after all the fucking mud huts and chickens are replaced.
I have a soft spot, actually, for very old people in nursing homes because it's like fucking death warmed over. Let's take all the money that George Clooney and all these various people who I know or don't know and put it into putting fucking ping pong tables in nursing homes, or there's a Simpsons I watched about nursing homes and Grandpa Simpson. Let's put some dignity into the nursing homes. Fuck Haiti. There, I've said it. I've said it out loud.
All right, how about this? If I don't find a roommate in the next 10 days, I'm going to be homeless. So donate to me instead. Fuck Haiti.
Yes,
Nursing home,
donate to
fuck Haiti.
Jason, folks. I dodged my bullet. My house was actually due to be put up on the auction block on Monday at noon in our county, and I have managed to dodge that bullet.
How did you do that? I'm curious.
I filed bankruptcy. I had to file bankruptcy, but the upside is I don't have to worry about credit cards anymore. So there's that.
There you go. I wonder how many almost homeless podcasters there are out there.
Oh, there's tons of them, because we all think that maybe, just maybe, this might do something for us.
There's a Facebook group called Fuck Haiti.
Wow, all right. Okay.
Awesome.
Haitians lick butthole is the first post.
There's only the highest common denominator in this group, I can tell.
Yeah. Cream of the crop.
Way to put it in an informative decision there. It's really backing your opinion up with facts there.
And then below that, I guess they sort of lost interest in Haiti, and then it digresses to Dan Swanson, you're a fucking skinny-ass little prick, and Jonathan Zulak, you should go suck off your gay friends.
Well, I get Dan Swanson because that's
Jonathan Zulak. He's some piece of work.
Yeah, he's a dick. But Dan Swanson created the group, so I get that hate.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know the players.
Damn stupid Negroes. That's another.
That's okay.
Do you get any of those in your chat room? My very favorite, if I may digress for one moment.
Please.
In my chat room, I had
where else would we go?
Name of Nick Grrrrrrr, Nick, and then his last name was Grrrrrzzzzz. And as soon as I saw Nick Grrrrrrr in there, I immediately was like, "Oh, that's funny. Let's go ahead and kick him out unless he wants to call in." Nobody else did, and then I kept getting, for like 2 weeks afterwards, personal messages and emails and everything. What's the whole deal about the username Nick Grrrrrrr? And I just had to constantly tell people, just keep saying it over and over to yourself, and you will get it. I thought that was one of the oldest ones ever. But.
Okay, all right.
That's like Mike Hunt.
Yeah, exactly. And wow, there's so many. Maybe that's why we're about to lose our respective homes, Jason, is because everybody else
going to the wrong
stupid.
Place.
If they were all as clever and cool as us, we'd be flush in spades, right?
Hold on, scroll down to this Fuck Haiti homepage. Hold on.
I like the
It's just random hatred. It's kind of actually sort of in a roundabout way ties into the show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hatred here. Okay.
Fuck them drug dealing, gang banging fags. This is a very...
So, Dan, the purpose of the former Fuck Haiti group was about the angered American taxpayers not wanting their money to be handed out without choice. What is your vision of the site? Like, I don't know a ton about this, but it seems like it's all celebrities and well, I don't know. I don't know what our government is specifically doing and how much of our tax dollar is...
He asks, what's your vision of this site? And the comment below it says, I just don't like the smell.
Of Haiti.
Yeah.
I think it's summed up best.
I thought this... Hold on 1 second. I just have to read this. I thought this was the I Love Dicks group. My bad. So this is the kind of...
I thought Leo summed up best when he lets everybody know that Haitians lick butthole.
Somebody needs to make a Fuck Haiti group minus 9-year-olds.
Yeah, although, you know what? I think that 1 in every 8 should be a 9-year-old because it's mildly funny to read Haiti licks butthole.
No, I mean, that's hilarious, but when it's like 95% of the group, it kind of takes away from the...
It loses its charm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen the post by Michael Wagner? Fuck Haiti. Where were they after 9/11? They who the fuck were helping us pull the dead out of the Twin Towers?
Oh, he kind of has a point. I hate to say it out loud.
No, it gets better. It gets better. No, they were too busy fucking and making new little cockroach kids and not doing jack fucking shit to better their own lives. I fucking love people. That is why I do what I do, because I love people. And I love the love that people give when times get tough, just like this. So
And
Michael
or the
Wagner,
hatred from
my
us.
hat's off to you.
And see, that was the point of my other rant. Yes, that was wrong. Yes, that was un-PC. But it's comedy, folks. You know, you laugh about it and then you move on. You don't friggin' call up the owner of Facebook and say, oh, there's shit going on that I don't like. You just take everything with a grain of salt and you move on.
Be an adult.
And you don't look at it anymore. If it's there and you don't like it, don't fucking look at it.
Exactly.
And also, is your opinion so fucking weak that some drunk person trying to make a joke at the expense of politically incorrectness is going to falter your opinion?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you know what? You can still have the opinion and find ways to believe in it. And you know what? If somebody were to comment on something, I mean, you know what? I disagree with you. You're simply wrong. Case closed. I don't need to go down an uneventful channel to try to, I don't know, prove my point to me and whoever's listening. Actually, it's less to you. It's more to whoever is listening. On that note, I have to pee. I'll be back in a second. And then we're going to go into feminists.
Okay. Can you actually put some Bacardi and ginger ale in that for me? Thank you. So, John, we were... the theme of this show is if you can have somebody in a room for 5 minutes and say whatever you want to them, you could also have the aid of an enforcer to make sure they tell the truth. Do you have a person or a group that you would want to confront, and what would you say to them?
Oh wow, that's pretty heavy, man. That's a huge one.
Yeah, I'll give you a minute. In that minute, I just want to say 631-676-1181 is the phone number. brinkofsanityshow.com is the website. I wasn't joking about going to be homeless in 10 days thing, so join the bonus content section. You will get a lot of good shit, including... as of tomorrow, 5 episodes of my public access show, which includes puppets, fires, explosions, and all that good stuff. Plus unaired episodes.
Wear a fucking T-shirt around the city too, man.
There's T-shirts. brinkofsanityshow.com. There's T-shirts. If there's a donate button, if you donate over $25, you get a free T-shirt. So right there, it's worth it. You get something back. And, the bonus content section is updated weekly, and you get 30 days access for $5. So that's...
I'll give them a random-ass guarantee, Jason. Anyone within the next hour that purchases a Brink of Sanity T-shirt, I will personally fillet you out of respect for what you've done for Jason and to help him keep it up. So, there you go.
And I appreciate the offer, but, we got a long-distance thing going, so, not going to work out, but...
Well, I wasn't going to actually do it, but, once you've got their money and everything, you can keep it, right? You know what I mean?
Right. That's true.
But no, I will. I'll blow you. Buy a T-shirt and I'll blow you.
All right.
And I'm doing that for Jason because he's helped me out.
You heard it first here.
There you go.
Ginger ale, please. Yeah, you heard it first here.
So Bacardi tonight, little rum.
Yeah. Bacardi's tonight. So
I'm doing the Black Daniels again.
Nice.
I actually always a beer drinker. Always. And at Christmas, I got a very bad sore throat. So I was over at the in-laws, and my wife's oldest sister is a big Jack Daniels fan. So I started drinking Jack Daniels over there because the carbonation from the beer and everything was just tearing my throat up.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry, folks, we're going to buy T-shirts. My throat's fine now, so call in. But I'm like, well, fuck, I'll drink some Pepsi and a little Jack Daniels and everything, and that's cool. And since then, I'm too poor to buy premium brand, but Evan Williams is every bit as good once you're drunk on it. So that's what I'm on tonight. And again, anyone who wants to help Jason keep his apartment and keep this great show going, and buy some product like the awesome T-shirts he has, John from Random Ass Radio will fillet you if you call within the next hour. Or get on the website. It is Brink of Sanity Show or the Brink of Sanity Show. I always fuck this up.
BrinkofSanityShow.com. Thank you.
0% of proceeds go to Haiti.
Yeah.
That's right,
0%. Actually, every time that you purchase anything from BrinkofSanityShow.com, we will take money via a hacker from Haiti's PayPal account, which doesn't really have that much in it anyway, if you know what I mean.
And we may molest the Haitian. We don't know. That's up in the air. We're working that out.
So, John, you have a show on tomorrow, right?
Yes, I do actually. Yeah, and I have a guest co-host tomorrow because, like I said last week, I have my normal co-host. It was actually the John and Andy show. Andy is not going to be around for a while.
Sounds familiar, like when it was Jay and Bry for 23 episodes, and Bry quit.
Did he actually quit?
Yeah. Well, then he came back after 25 episodes to do once a month.
That's a shame. Andy's not quitting. Andy just is working 70-hour weeks right now until tax time. I believe you have kind of the same gig.
I do. That's why the show is on Wednesday or Thursday or Saturday or whenever the fuck I have a second to do it. So everyone who found the live show, I
happened to catch it there on Facebook. I hope you don't mind me calling in.
Not at all. Not at all. Facebook and Twitter are the way to go, by the way. Twitter.com/Brink of Sanity, or just Facebook, type in Brink of Sanity. Or friend me, Jason McKenna, on Facebook. I will post as far in advance as I can when a show will be, because it's, the next couple weeks are going to be a little sporadic. And, it's, even if it's not me, it's, guest hosts are busy too. They have lives. So sometimes they can't do every Wednesday. So maybe it's a Saturday.
Or Thursday.
Or a Thursday. Or fucking New Year's Eve at 1:30 in the morning. Who knows?
That never happened.
Oh, that was ridiculous. Got us. We did that, actually. We did that.
Do a cat.
Yeah. Only in the bonus content section. It's actually really funny. It's actually really funny. There's a lot of mom vagina talk, and it's good stuff. You're like, oh yeah, maybe that is worth it.
There's that. Yeah, there is that. Good.
Do you have a personal organization that you want to that you would want to confront, John?
Mouth off about
a personal organization that I would want to
person or organization
group.
I guess if there was any kind of group that I would want to confront, it would be I guess anyone who helps orphans, because there's a reason they don't have parents.
It's their fault, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you were meant to be a regular kid, you'd have fucking parents. Sorry you don't, but I don't want to sit here and listen to you bitch about it. So if I could have 5 minutes alone, I would take 5 minutes alone with any orphan, and I would sit there and spend 4 minutes and 30 seconds beating the fuck out of them, and then
explain how not special they are.
Spend 30 seconds explaining why God took their parents to punish them.
Awesome.
Normally, I would throw my PC hat on you and do my thing, but I just actually saw the movie Orphan last month, and you know what? You're dead on.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Or because, come on, they're fucking annoying. Oh, you know what? If I had big, pretty eyes like that, I wouldn't have to fillet people so that Jason could sell T-shirts. So.
But this is the world we live in, so...
It is. And everybody, give him a place to live. This show's great.
I like my home.
Yeah. I love your back wall. I've gotten so accustomed to seeing your back wall and your clutter, because your clutter is so much like my clutter.
What would we do without the junk between me and the guest host? I don't know.
I almost lost my mind. There's a plate of shumai that the wires were going in and out of the soy sauce. I'm a bit of a knee freak. I'm going to say it out loud. It bugged me.
We have delicious audio equipment.
Although
now.
I have to tell you, the shumai every week is balls out awesome.
Yeah, it is very good.
God bless it.
All right, so what time is your show on tomorrow, John?
Oh, as always, 9:30 on Friday nights.
Central Time, right?
Yes, Central Time.
See, that's the problem. I'm an old man, and Central Time is 10:30 here.
Actually, my guest host tomorrow night is an East Coaster, and she is actually the community manager at a very up-and-coming Q&A site known as Fluther.com. A lot of Q&A sites are shutting down. Fluther.com just received $600,000 in built new offices in San Francisco and shit to keep their shit going on. So anybody wants to check that out, check them out. But Lisa Knoll, who will say that she's not the daughter of Chuck Knoll, but I will say that she is because she can't disprove it.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was really hard for her daddy being away during the 70s when the Steelers were doing so great and everything. She's going to be our guest host tomorrow night.
Cool.
So, as always, Jason, you have an open invitation anytime to come on and guest host or call in. And anytime you'd like to, I will move the show to an earlier time slot for you.
Well, thank you. Is the show that I did with you on iTunes yet?
The show, you mean the most recent one we did?
No, the one where I guested your show.
The original one. No, that actually I'm trying to tweak the audio on it because that is back when I was doing the show with a rock band mic. And
I didn't know you were that high tech.
A lot of chutzpah.
Gotcha. Okay, well, let me know when that's up. I'll post that on the forums, too. That was a pretty good episode.
Oh, and find a better picture of me for the forum. I checked the forum out and saw that, and I was like, oh, my God. He picked just the absolute geekiest, fattest picture he could have picked for me, which I don't really care, but
how about this? Send me a better picture for the forum.
I can send that to you. And I have not forgotten, for those of you that would like to check the show out, there will be plenty of Jason's promos and everything on there. Just as soon as I get up the last show and this week's show, I just got done recording a few things that are not going to be on the live show, but they will be available on the podcast. So there's that. But,
sweet, sounds good, man.
Who did you pick? Who did you pick? Actually, I know everybody's probably heard this, but who did you pick to be your 5 minutes alone in a room?
Well, Peter picked
part of a process.
Yeah.
Mine went from Patty the Millionaire Matchmaker, and then it was a priest who has molested a child who stands out against gay marriage, and then Facebook narcissists. I think were my three in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. I had Dick Cheney. I had people who complain.
To hug it out.
Hmm?
Hug it out with Dick Cheney.
Yeah. I had him. I had people who complain about things they see on TV or radio, like people complain about nudity and stuff like that. And my third one is coming up in about 1 minute. So
actually, I think we're both in line on the third one.
I don't know. I held out on you on the third one. You don't even know what it is.
Oh, really? You haven't discussed it yet. So
no.
It's not Angry Lesbians.
Oh, yeah, we have a combo one that we're going to do.
Mine
after
is Angry Lesbians.
Yeah. Well, that's mine too.
Oh, no, feminists. I'm sorry, feminists.
Yeah. We're going to do a combo feminist one after I do my last one. So
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. So thanks for calling, man. randomassradio.com, right?
Yeah, the website's randomassradio.com. You can Random Ass Radio here on Ustream tomorrow night at 9:30 Central Standard Time. And everybody, please make sure that Jason has a place to live and broadcast this show from. Buy a T-shirt, and again, you can get a hold of me at randomassradio@gmail.com and let me know where you're at, and I will fillet you after you buy a T-shirt. So there you go, guys. I love you. You're funny as fuck. Keep this thing going, and maybe one of y'all can give me a call tomorrow night.
Wicked.
Sounds good, man. And, call up here anytime you want. All right. So that was John from Random Ass Radio, friend of the show. We are going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with my last rant and then our combo rant, which should be fun. So,
You got an angry song to play?
no, this is another friend of the show, Neanderthal Radio.
Okay.
So we're going to play their promo, and then we'll be back.
Wicked.
All right.
You're listening to Neanderthal Radio, the most ruthless show in the universe. Let's fucking party.
As soon as I started my piss stream, he flicked the light on and just started looking out the window. And I just stood as still as I possibly could, and he never saw me because I just lurk in the shadows like a goddamn ninja.
Let's break this down. When we're doing the show, here's the 30 things that go through our minds. 1, do we have 6? Cha-ching! Yes. 2, can I go buy some beer? Cha-ching! Yes, I can. And 3, will my Dell laptop fire up one more goddamn time? Please do it, because it doesn't have a battery.
And all we're thinking about the whole time is afterwards going to Sheets and getting greasy food.
Have I taken my underwear off so I can get more cozy in my chair? Oh, I didn't tell you guys about that? Sorry, that's fucked up.
I'm sitting here naked.
You better get yourself a sandwich right now.
And a beer.
And a beer.
And a cig.
And maybe if you're going to jack off, do it now.
Yeah, do it
Plenty
now.
of cigs.
Yeah, we got plenty of cigs to go around for everybody. We got diesels,
and if you're
we got diesel trucks outside.
if you're on listening to this on the iPod or computer, stop. Burn it to a disc and put it in a stereo because we're gonna rock your fucking face.
And if you can do it, possibly burn it to a record player because that'll sound real sweet.
Yeah, awesome.
Check out the show at neanderthalradio.com. Naked women and free beer. Every Thursday night. Subscribe.
Is your life boring? Want to make it slightly less boring for a little over an hour a week? Listen to the Brink of Sanity show with your host, Jay. If you can't wear a hat like a normal person, you should lose your hat privileges. You shouldn't be allowed to wear one. You can't handle that simple task. You shouldn't be allowed to wear a hat. And a ton of guest hosts like Alex and Mark.
How about tongue ring? Anybody did a girl with tongue ring? I would like to lump them into the slightly more slutty category.
Yeah, most girls aren't like, I got a tongue ring so I could sing better at church.
Yeah, especially if you combine that with the tramp stamp on the middle lower back.
All she needs is like a condom dispenser in her apartment.
Yeah. Leon?
If you're wearing flip-flops in the rain, you're a douchebag. If you have a pop collar, you're a douchebag. If you wear sunglasses on the train, you're a douchebag.
Peter?
My point is graduate students pretending to dive into homeless culture to film a documentary are the most pathetic people on earth.
And Bride.
Because I think we really have less than 10 years left as a society. Because shit's just crumbling.
And check out our recurring segments where we mess with internet scammers.
All right, any other goals?
That's it.
Like maybe travel? See, let's say you had all the money, you know, everything works out. You want to travel. Where would you go to? Peter?
Vermont.
And our game show themed episodes. Name something people keep in the desk drawer at home.
Baby's blood.
Every episode is available in the iTunes Store. Just search Brink of Sanity. Or watch us live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday at brinkofsanityshow.com. Make your life less boring. Baby's blood, that's right.
Oh, is there any sweeter juice? What a nectar.
I submit that there isn't. All right, so my last one, we're going through 631-676-1181. I would like to confront Al Sharpton.
Okay.
The Reverend Al Sharpton.
Yeah, all right.
I would like to tell him what a complete hypocrite he is.
Yes.
Tell him how anytime there is something that could mildly, possibly be misconstrued as racist, he is on top of it. Yet anytime an African American commits a crime, he hides under his desk and waits for it to be over. And I just think he's setting his people back years by doing that.
He basically only has his voice inflection.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he has. He has misguided anger, a lack of intelligence, and a voice inflection.
You can also submit Jesse Jackson to the same person, pretty much.
I give Jesse Jackson props over Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton could never run for president, I don't think.
It just amazes me that Imus said something that was not even remote. It was like not a big deal.
It wasn't. That was
it was
racially
not
slanted. It was. You know what? As a white guy saying it, fine, I get it. I'm not living in, but you know what? It is actually reverse racism a little bit, because there's absolutely way worse things that have been said.
You know what that should have been? Huh. That's
wow,
it.
what
That's
a classless douchebag.
That's it.
Done.
That's it. And it's just, he had to apologize to Al Sharpton. He says that about the UConn women's basketball team, and he has to apologize to Al Sharpton. What's wrong with that? Why is he the representative of all black people? And the fact that, you know, the person in, what was it, D.C. that was shooting people out of the trunk of his car, killed like 10 people, didn't see him around when that case was going on.
No, you know what it is? It's basically he's found... It's all about cash. Politics is all about cash.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually pissing me off lately as well, because it doesn't really matter what the fuck is going on, what politics or what. Everybody has a black and white, not race, but a black and white view of situations. They're basically Republicans fucking stand behind. Maybe I'm older and I know more now, or maybe it's more prevalent than it was, but Republicans 100% stand behind that theory. It could be like, our theory is killing your child is the way to go. And they'll all sit there and they'll all get behind it. And the Republicans are the same. The Democrats are the same way. Our theory is unnecessarily, you know, gassing deaf kids is sort of our theory. And 100% of them get behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's like a country of apple and oranges. It's fucking ridiculous. You know what? I don't want an apple or an orange. Now and then, a cookie would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I would even take an unsweetened fucking apple pie. Do you know what I mean? Like, just give me other things that aren't party lines across the board, and it's across the fucking board. There's no independent thought anymore. It's just basically, okay, and it's like a layer of bullshit over everything. It's ridiculous. It's just sort of, you know, it's like a chocolate-covered Oreo cookie. You get it, and you're like, oh, I'm getting a good piece of chocolate. Oh, it's an Oreo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not what I expected, but fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the bullshit. It's like a tub of chocolate, and there's like one little peanut in the middle, and you can't get to it.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to hear this.
And that chocolate is horseshit.
Yeah. I don't want to hear any of this, like, I'm being, like, anti-black or any of that shit, because there's a theme with all my picks. It's complaining about something that you shouldn't be complaining about. It goes back to the complaining about nudity. It goes back to the, it goes forward to what we're about to complain about next. It's just,
yes, it does.
It's just unnecessary complaining is my theme here.
Have a fucking ballsack about who and what you are, so what some idiot says shouldn't topple your world. You know what, Al Sharpton? Realize that the women basketball players have a nutsack and they're cool on their own. Imus was a douchebag. He said something that was classless. Fine, you know what? Realize that the women basketball player are, you know what? And your cause, sir, are enough so that one retard isn't going to upend a race of human beings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, have enough thought, have enough sort of, you know, strength of character, have enough confidence in someone to realize that what one douchebag said is not really important. You know what? If you don't, then frankly, it's racist. It's racist to think that Don Imus is going to upend every black woman. Fuck you. Be better than that. Have more confidence in...
Yeah, no, it's the point that if somebody says anything and it really bothers you that much, I think you have to do some introspection.
You absolutely do. I agree with that.
If somebody posted on the net, like, I hate Jason McKenna, the Brink of Sanity show sucks. That's a personal attack, and even at that, I'd be like, all right, that sucks. That person doesn't like this show. But, you know, there's other people that like it. And the people who are complaining, it isn't even that direct. The perfect example would be like somebody who says, I hate podcasts.
Right.
And then somebody just going, holy shit, I can't believe somebody's posting that.
What about every podcaster in the world? You make an apology to anyone who knows them.
Right. So now you
you.
have to, apologize to Adam Carolla because he is the most popular podcaster out there. And if you don't, then we're all going to be offended, and I'm not going to be able to sleep until this is justified. It's just bullshit that people get this worked up about anybody's opinion. It just shouldn't happen.
That's exactly it. Everyone has an opinion. It might not match yours, but you know what? Have enough self-confidence and strength in what you believe to, you know what? Take it for what it is.
Have a conversation, have a debate.
And I'm not saying, oh, poor me, I'm a middle-class white male. But you know what? If somebody says something about me, I'm like, all right, there it is. And I've never lived in anyone else's shoes, but I have to think that everyone kind of comes to the table with an ability to independently think. Different circumstances, certainly, and different, socioeconomic and different, things thrown at them, but everyone has the ability to independently think. Al Sharpton, fuck you.
I might not agree with what you think. I may even get annoyed at what you think.
And I might agree with you after you say it. But you know what? Engage me.
I'm not going to demand for you to be taken off the air because you think that way. Which is...
Open it up to discussion. You know what? Imus was a douchebag. And the women basketball players were far classier, and they didn't deserve it. And you know what? There's a lot of things that happen that aren't deserved.
And you know what? I didn't think nappy-headed hose was funny at all.
It wasn't funny. If you're going to be on PC, at least be funny, dude.
The only thing Imus should have gotten in trouble for was being not funny.
I agree.
But that's the point here. It's like, if you don't like something, you should maybe be annoyed about it, but not get it taken off the record, taken off the air. That's my point.
You should confront the person directly. You know what? Al Sharpton should have walked up, knocked on Don Imus's door, and said, listen, that's what you said. You come across as a bit of a racist. I don't agree with that. You are, for people who are too stupid to think, setting back the movement of women basketball players in this race back. So, you know what? That was kind of classless, and it was really uncalled for. Instead of making a 3-ring fucking circus out of it, because you know what? That's what he is. That's what a lot of people are. White, black, whatever they are. People have a way that they are. I mean, what's his name? The fucking guy who was the Republican spokesman for a while. Republican, hardcore, conservative.
I don't know. It doesn't
Anyhow,
matter.
but it was the same thing. It was his gig to blow shit out of proportion and sort of create this whole, I don't know.
He didn't have to go directly to the station or whatever. What he could have done is just, you could even write to the network, just don't demand that the shit gets taken off the air. Just say, like, hey, I thought what he said was,
free speech.
Yeah, it was kind of bullshit, but, whatever. Like,
that was classless.
Yeah. It could have been done in a more tasteful way, but don't say, like, oh, he should be fired and he should lose his job. No. Like, that's, I don't know. That's just wrong.
Rush Limbaugh stands in the same ring as Al Sharpton. That's what I meant to say. He's the same goddamn thing. He's a showman. He's a showman from a different angle. It's the same exact thing. It's like, you know what? Rush Limbaugh, you walk up to someone who you have a problem with and then just sort of be like, here's the deal. I don't agree with that. But the thing is, these people, Al Sharpton and Rush Limbaugh, have made a career out of being that's their niche. It's kind of like how Us Weekly has, and every fucking bullshit, which is actually another one for me, tabloid has made a career out of Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt, and whatever the fuck his wife's name is, Angelina Jolie. I was in Dwayne Reed today, as everybody is in every store every day. All you see is them every week on the cover of this magazine for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a money-making business. What sells is Jennifer Aniston. She's the good girl, and Angelina Jolie. And for whatever reason, people care. And what Rush Limbaugh has to say, there's a certain contingent of fucking retards who jump in. And the same thing with Al Sharpton. There's a certain degree of retards who jump into that as well.
What I want to know, 631-676-1181. You can leave a voicemail after the show. I want to know why you people care about these celebrities at all. Why you care who's fucking who's dating who, what somebody wore. I just don't get it. Like, it's somebody you're never going to meet. It's somebody who doesn't care about you. Why is this so important? Why is this on the cover of a magazine? Why is the fact that Ashley Simpson went to McDonald's public knowledge?
You know what was actually... I lived in Italy for a while, then I moved back. And I moved back the week that Jennifer Aniston broke up with Brad Pitt.
She broke up with Brad Pitt?
Or what, I don't know.
Holy shit.
Maybe he broke up with her. I don't know.
Wait, I don't care.
So, I moved back like that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there, and I get into the airport, and it's a clusterfuck. I've never walked into... I went to get some gum, and I've never seen every magazine with the same two photos on it in my left.
Yeah, there's a maelstrom of bullshit when that happens.
I remember going like, wow, I've actually in my life never seen this.
Yeah.
I've never seen this. And I walked into Dwayne Reed 4 or 5 years later today, every magazine, coping with life after Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 years later, Jennifer, how is she doing? It's, you know what, this shit sells.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same reason that movies like The Ugly Truth make $80 million at the box office. People are fucking idiots.
Mm-hmm.
This is the angry episode. You know
this
what?
Is.
We'll do scammers next week.
Yeah,
next month.
Yeah, we lost all our scammer numbers, but I will get some for next time you're on.
In the meantime,
we don't have to wait a full month. Yeah, in the meantime, we're pissed. So, thank you for listening. We will have a show up again soon. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/brinkofsanity. Go to brinkofsanityshow.com. There's also threads for new shows and, support the show. brinkofsanityshow.com. There's a bonus content section now. That would be awesome if people join that. And, it's not a ripoff. You get many, many hours of really good shit. The public access show, I fully support that. I think that should have been a lot bigger than it was. Had a few hundred followers, but I think it was ahead of its time. Anyway,
I'll show my nuts if 200 people join.
There you go.
Just giving the people what they want.
There you go.
I won't do that though.
631-676-1181. Leave a voicemail for the show, and we'll be back sometime next week. I believe next week is a Bry episode. Bry also missed last month, so I'm sure he'll have a lot to talk about. So thanks for listening, and we will be back soon.
Bye, love. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's all over. Goodbye. This is the end. Say goodbye. You better go away. I'm gonna leave you. It's the end. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just leave me alone. Feels so good to say goodbye. I'm sick and tired and I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye now. Goodbye, everybody.
The episode actually isn't over. We're going to go on our feminist rant. It's only available in bonus content, though. Sorry, guys. So subscribe to bonus content and get our feminist rant.